Exciting news, guys. As you can see, have a whole new setup, trying out a new angle, have a new camera. Really time to dial in the content quality, invest in some upgrades to try and bring you guys more value, better content in the coming months and the coming year. And with that, I want to announce the launch of a new channel that I just started. And you may be wondering, why start a new channel when this one has so much potential, so much room to grow still? And I'll tell you why. It's because this other channel is in Spanish. Now, I understand if you don't speak Spanish, you don't give a shit about the other channel. But why did I decide to do that? It has to do with the conversation I had with my barber that I shared recently in one of my previous videos, where he was looking for some motivation, and I went on a little bit about how to approach difficult times in life. And it inspired me to actually start sharing my message in Spanish as well. And why not? Spanish is my first language, and it's way more natural for me to communicate in my first language. And I said, fuck it, let's start. Why not? Also, given the fact that I got this new camera, so now I have to use it as I'm pumping content out like crazy, which is nice. And I made that decision to just start to really see, first of all, part of it is also an experiment to see, of course, get more reps in, practice, but also see the, the reception, how the content is received on that audience, because I'm still learning a lot in this whole content creation game, but I'm super excited for it. Of course, I'm gonna still keep making videos in English. I'm gonna do them both because I am like that, I'm a tryhard. But still, super excited, just wanted to share that because I know there's actually a few of you who have reached out to me who I know speak Spanish, so maybe if you're interested in that, you can go check it out. It's gonna be the same name, but just in Spanish. I'll link everything down below. But going back to the upgrades, right? I've realized, and this is something that I've received in comments a lot regarding the fact that I can communicate ideas well, clearly, and they're good ideas, but my presentation, my marketing essentially is not the best. And I know, I'm aware, but I'm working to fix that. Hence the investment in the camera, trying out new angles. I have someone now who's helping me with all the aesthetics, all the little things that I know are important, but I truthfully am not passionate about, but they are needed. But I will make the effort and take the time to learn, invest the time needed to level up the channel. That's the big plans. I have big plans for that in 2025. That's for sure one of my goals. And expand the content as well to other platforms. And that's going to be a big part of the first 3 to 6 months of the new year. So super excited. I wanted to share that. Really not much to add on that, but it's something that, actually, yes, I'll add a lesson because I always like sharing some lessons. When I first wanted to start making content, if you guys remember, if you've watched my first few videos, I put it off for so long, so long, because I always kept looking for an excuse, looking and finding an excuse to not start because I didn't have a fucking camera, because I didn't know what to talk about. I wasn't sure if I was gonna start in English or in Spanish, funny enough. Every excuse you can think of. And now I just assess myself. I just look at myself and I'm like, oh, now I wanted to start a new channel in Spanish in this case. And it's like, just made the decision and start. That mental barrier, because I've already put work in, I've already done reps, I've already recorded videos, I have over 100 videos on this channel. All those little steps compound, and now the friction between me and deciding to start the new channel was practically non-existent. But if I hadn't done all this, if I didn't have all this content, it would have most likely been harder. And that's the lesson. These are all habits. When you do something, it's easier to keep doing it because you've already done it. You're creating the habit of doing the thing, in this case, content creation. Because I've also noticed, in my case, when I record a video, if I record a video today, it's gonna be way easier to record a video tomorrow and just keep that momentum going, keep that chain going. But also, conversely, when I skip a day or skip multiple days, without fail, I notice that getting back on track, getting back on the habit of making content is a lot harder. It just feels like a grind, like, doesn't flow right. I have trouble organizing my ideas. I usually don't like the way that I communicate the ideas as well. And it's because I'm not in rhythm, I'm not in flow. So that applies to everything in life. Whatever it is that you're doing, especially now, since we're headed to 2025, whatever new habit that you want to implement or whatever habit that you want to get rid of, remember that you're always building a habit, whether it's the habit of doing something or not doing it. So keep that in mind. You have to be very, very deliberate about it because you're gonna train one end of that chain regardless. So make sure it's training the habit that you want, not the habit that you don't want. So that's the lesson that I snuck in there. So exciting, like I said, excited, looking forward to just more content, really more reps, keep getting better the way I communicate, the way I share my ideas, hopefully reach more people, impact more people, and help more people. That's a big goal of mine, I believe. And that's something that as time goes on, the more and more I truly believe that that is something that I'm meant to do, that I'm committed to. So super excited for that, super excited for next year. Let's finish out the year strong. If you made it this far, as always, thank you so much for watching. There's probably gonna be a new catchphrase coming soon at the end of the videos. That's another part of the upgrade, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.